Alright guys, today we're going to talk about the very famous corner steady legs, drop legs or stabilizer legs as you'd like to call them. Now with these corner steady legs, they come in various shapes and sizes. Now we use many different ones as per the customer request. When it comes to corner steady legs, there are do's and don'ts. So I'm going to run you through a couple of those. So firstly, what do we use to wind them up once we get to our site or when we use them? So number one, you will be supplied with a corner steady winder with your caravan. That is a manual winder. People are lazy, they don't want to use it. So what do they use? They use an impact driver. Now, this is a very good tool. We use it every day in the factory floor. However, this is designed for the tightening of nuts and bolts. Reason for that is, as we all can hear, it's got a hammering function. It hits an anvil to constantly tighten a nut onto a bolt. Okay, why is this bad? The reason this is bad, when we look at our actual corner steady leg, we remove the dust cap. Inside we will find a gear. There are two gears. We've got a driving gear and a winding gear. What do you think happens to these casted gears when you have a hammer function hitting them all the time? You'll potentially break or shatter your gears. Thus your corner steady will be unusable. So I'll show you the right way to wind this up. So number one, what you need to do, instead of using the lazy impact driver, you get yourself a drill instead. Now the drill, you have it on the drill function. You have it on either setting number 1 or 2. And then what you do is you need to acquire a tech bit anvil piece for a 1/2 inch socket. You take your anvil piece, you place it in your drill as such, and now I can wind up my corner steady leg using torque, not impact. That's how these corner steadies work. So instead of using the old school corner steady winder, I have now replaced it with a much more efficient lazy drill, which is much quicker, much faster and easier. Let's go to the chassis, I'll show you how to use it. Here we've gotten to our chassis, so obviously there's no caravan on top of this yet. You can see many chassis in the factory. However, this one is fitted with the corner steady leg. The function is exactly the same as what it would be at the caravan site. Now, number one, you will have a look at the function of your handle. When you pull your handle, there are two holding pins. The operation goes down. Now you get your drill with your anvil bit. You will then be able to wind it up using torque. There is no impact, there is no damage. We are only merely lifting the chassis up. The same function, turning it down. We go all the way down, all the way up. There's no terrible noise for your neighbors. There's no damage to your chassis, and you can rest at ease knowing that you can pack up and go home very easily. Guys, I'd like to thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.